Now, my particular training in this area is not specifically in the discipline of homiletics, but is in literary criticism. That was the area I got my doctoral work in, and that I've worked in for about 25 years now, where we learn things about how to analyze stories in terms of the effect that the story is likely to generate on its readers. And one of the things we have learned is that one story that is told effectively can generate many different effects on many different readers. And there are concepts that translate pretty easily into preaching. It is not too difficult for most preachers to learn a few simple tricks, if you want to call them that, or simply rhetorical moves that they can make in their sermons that will open the sermon up and make it more meaningful to more people. Some examples are learning about, in storytelling, how symbolism functions and how symbols are multivalent, having different meanings for different people, how irony works, and especially how the literary device of empathy works. You tell a story in a way that people will empathize with a particular character and identify with that character. However, you can't necessarily assume that everyone is going to make that connection. Some people are going to empathize or identify with other characters, and we might try to open the story up in that way. One example in a well-known Bible story would be in John chapter 6. We have the story of the feeding of the 5,000. There's a multitude of people there that are hungry. Jesus tells the disciples to feed them. The disciples are stymied by this. They don't know what to do. They say 200 denarii would not buy enough food to feed them all. What can we do? And then there's this little boy with a basket with some bread and fish who gives up his lunch in order for the miracle to occur. When people hear that story, if they identify with the crowd, they will have a sense, the question they will be asking will be, who is going to feed me? I have needs. Who is going to meet my needs? If they identify with the disciples, the question they're going to be asking is, how can we help to meet the needs of other people? We see needy people in the world. We want the help. We want to help them. How can we help them? What can we do? If they identify with the little boy, they are saying, I have something that might help. Am I willing to give it up? What is it going to cost me? Those are all different kinds of questions that people in a congregation might be asking. And in preaching on that text, you can pick up on any or all of those different themes because people are at different places in their lives.